I didn't think anybody else was going to talk about this weird Ludwig Mango situation. But Tectone, apparently, it crossed his radar. Let's see what he's got to say about it. I already covered this, but guess we're covering it again. We're covering whatever Tectone's got to say about it.
So I wasn't really going to talk about this. I wasn't really going to talk about the C9Mang0 ordeal, but I believe there's another content creator who is once again skirting all blame, skirting all controversy, and skirting all blame to someone else.
Yeah, Ludwig, Pirate Software, they do the same shit.
A good friend of his, while feigning any accountability whatsoever. So in case you guys don't know, there was a streamer party hosted by a streamer called Ludwig. And Ludwig invited a whole...
It's so funny that all these situations keep happening around Ludwig, and it's never his fault.
Whole bunch of streamers together in order to gather around, have a nice celebration.
By the way, friends with Hassan Piker. Hamas, Diddy, Epstein, Piker. Hamas, Diddy, Stalin, Epstein, Adolf Piker.
And promote alcoholism. Who does Ludwig personally invite? C9Mang0, a person who is a known alcoholic who has, surprise, surprise, a very bad alcohol addiction. He's also from C9, a group of man children who celebrate being for the boys. And
I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know who the Mango guy was. It's cool that Tectone knows who they are, because I'm just now hearing about this.
Being fucking weird losers where they do goofy ass cringe shit. Well, it's not goofy and cringe.
Like Ludwig should have known that some weird fucking shit was gonna happen, so it is on him.
Is to me. I'm not a partier. I'm not a drinker. I don't like doing drugs. I attempt to be as straight edge as possible. If I have to pop a White Claw to do an episode of the Unsubscribed podcast, I will. But I'm drug free. I'm alcohol free 99.9% of the fucking time. And C9Mang0, he did some weird ass shit. He was humping pillows and humping like mannequins near women, getting very close to them, and it made him uncomfortable. It did. But the problem is that when you host a streamer party and you knowingly give absurd amounts of alcohol to known alcoholics, people who have issues, and when anything goes wrong, you say, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. This has nothing to do with me, and he's excommunicated from everything. Ludwig, why did you invite Mango?
And why does shit like this keep happening? He's got these weird people around him. And then he's like, oh shit, well that person ended up being really fucking weird. I don't agree with it. I'm gonna ban him from everything.
To this party, who you know has alcohol problems, and then do celebrations when he was 3 point, you know what?
He likes people like Mango, but he thinks that people like Asmongold are a problem. It makes no fucking sense.
What? Why don't we let this clip play? C9 removed him from the org. I don't really care about that. Maybe he does. I think a lot of orgs are fake as fuck. And to be honest, while we can just say,
it's all like Jake Paul's Team 10. Remember that?
Oh, let's excommunicate this guy. He's never invited to anything ever again. And all of his career opportunities are completely removed. Nobody ever talked to him again. How about we stop worrying about self-preservation for 5 seconds? And maybe we just do the right thing? And we get this guy.
But doing the right thing doesn't make me as much money as possible.
Help. And we help this guy with his alcohol addiction. We tell him to put down the fucking bottle. And we help him overcome his addiction rather than just...
Well, they don't actually care about that. All they care about is money. And it weirded people out. He was going to have him there to crash out. He wanted him to crash out, by the way. He just didn't want him to do stuff like that. And how long did it take for him to stop him from doing stuff like that? Did he let it persist the entire night? And then the next day he's like, ah, shit, well, gotta remove him from everything.
Say, yeah, let's ruin his life even more after one of his friends put him in a horrible situation.
Actually. Yes, actually.
That he should have never been in to begin with. Let's watch this shit.
He's like an alcoholic.
And by the way, I want you to listen to this again.
Mango is like an alcoholic.
Ludwig invites a known alcoholic to this party. This is at the beginning, by the way, guys. This is at the beginning. He invites a known alcoholic. And by the way, I am not justifying anything that Mango did whatsoever. This guy has some demons he needs to fight, but let's focus on helping this guy first. But obviously, yeah, probably not having him at parties, a good fucking idea, because that shit was weird.
Well, Ludwig wanted him there because he knew he was going to crash out. It's going to be good clips, going to make some money.
Weird as fuck. But regardless, let's keep going here. So Ludwig invites a known alcoholic to his party. It gets worse.
Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers.
That's crazy.
Cap.
That's not how that works. Actually, alcoholism makes you drunk faster because your body switches off, or your brain switches off and is like, hey, stop. If I make him think that he's fucked up, he'll stop poisoning me.
I used to say when I would drink and drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, trust me, man. Yeah, I can drink a bottle of Jack Daniels and drive just fine. Yeah, let's listen to an alcoholic. Let's listen to what an alcoholic says.
Also, somebody who acts the same off of no beers as he does with 30 beers, probably on Adderall.
Machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
Probably maybe not let that guy have any more beers at your streamer event.
Yeah, like, this is at the beginning. He knew. He knew. Holy shit, this got much worse.
Yep. Hey, guys. This guy is a known alcohol abuser. So you know what I'm going to do to be a great friend? I'm going to give him more alcohol. Man, that's a great idea.
He's the chick.
With Valkyrie immediately saying and expressing concern for, isn't this event enabling him? W's to Valkyrie for understanding how bad of an idea this is.
Yeah, I don't even like her. She is a moron. But she's right about this. And like she told you, you should have immediately thought about this. Like as soon as the thought entered your brain, should I invite C9Mang0 to this event even though he's an alcoholic? Probably fucking not.
Says.
He's a 2-time champion. He's never lost.
We gotta do PB! Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
That's crazy.
Dude, they're wanting him to get as fucked up as possible. They want to see if they could kill this man. They want to see if they could give him alcohol poisoning.
So Mango already blew a .25 very near early on into the
Yeah, not a red flag at all.
tournament. I believe a .08 is all you need for you to be pulled over and not allowed to be driving. So he is 3 times over the legal limit. And he's celebrating this. Ludwig is celebrating that he invited his friend over and got him, by the way, for now, 3 times over the legal limit. 0.05 in my country, 0.01 in BC Canada. I believe it's 0.08 in America, and they're in America. So I'm going to hold her to those standards. 0.25 is very fucking dangerous. And don't worry, guys, this is just the beginning.
Crazy. Is there any conversation about how like people like Ludwig and everybody else were encouraging him to drink?
No, nobody held this guy accountable at all. Nobody said, yeah, man, no, it's all Mango's fault. In what world? Okay, I want to remind you of one of the biggest supervillain moments in all of fucking anime. Are you guys familiar with Monster? Are you guys familiar with the antagonist, Johan Kashibe? No, it's Johan. I think Johan Kashibe is from JoJo's Part 4. Johan, one of the biggest villains in anime history. Do we remember what happened when he gave alcohol to a known alcohol abuser? Yeah, it wasn't really that great. Good friend wouldn't put someone live on camera, get them 4 times, for now, 4 times.
By the way, I know so many alcoholics, and everybody knows not to give them any alcohol because just one shot will send them over the edge because their brain will shut off because it knows they're an alcoholic and it doesn't want to be poisoned anymore.
3 times over the legal limit, and then say all of their actions are their own. I had nothing to do with it. While he's celebrating,
Are you talking?
look at this, look at this. He's celebrating, putting the camera on him, cheering for him abusing more alcohol on camera. While this guy's smiling, thinking, oh, dude, great. Meanwhile, Mango's numbers are down. He's pretty much willing to do anything to make numbers go up. And he's thinking, oh, so this is good content. This is what people want me to do.
Exactly. Dude, this is so fucking evil, man.
Wow, look at this. Yeah, let's give a cocaine addict more cocaine and
Yeah, it's gonna be good clips. Money, 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 money.
share them on live on stream.
Guys, Mango just blew a .25.
That's
A point too far. That's funny. That's funny that the caption said that. It picked up point too far instead of 0.25. How fucking ironic, man.
crazy. Is there any conversation about how like
All right, is that a coincidence? I don't know.
people like Ludwig and everybody else were encouraging him to drink? Are you telling me this is what led to him getting banned from the event?
Yes.
If you're having him blow a breathalyzer and being like, oh my God, he's like triple the legal limit, you're part of the problem. Wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm Ludwig.
Enabler. He's an enabler.
I'm almost 30 years old. I probably know that this guy shouldn't be drinking so much. So
Dude, I am the same age as Ludwig. Holy shit. What the fuck? Actually, I thought he was like 32. Sometimes I forget that I'm 29.
since it's my event, I should pull him aside and tell him to stop or not encourage this.
Has he never been around an alcoholic before? There's no shot that he's never been around an alcoholic, or at least didn't know to not give an alcoholic more alcohol.
He didn't take any accountability whatsoever. We're going to keep going here.
Yelling and
Yeah, these crazy, stupid, woke leftists never can take accountability. It's always everybody else's fault. And then when people start blaming him, blaming these people, then they like to shout, oh, you're oppressing me! I'm being bombarded by a hate campaign!
celebrating his insane amount of alcoholism.
3 times over the legal limit.
I'm not saying that he's not responsible for
He is responsible for his own actions. However, Ludwig should be punished for enabling this.
anything that he did. But aren't you responsible for creating a safe environment? This does not create a safe environment.
Absolutely not.
Hey, everybody!
Ready for this?
Mango just blew a .32.
Dude, it just keeps getting worse. What the fuck, man? It's like they're celebrating getting this guy as fucked up as possible. An alcoholic. Are you insane? Yes. Yes, he is.
He went from a .25 to a .32.
And I guarantee you, they do this again. And he's like a 0.39 or a 0.41 or something.
And everybody in this room cheered for an alcoholic suffering and falling victim to his vice. And they cheered for it. And they said, yes, 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 drink more, drink more, drink more. This is such good content. Guys, a .32, 4 times over the legal limit. Guys, .32 is like go to the hospital level.
Yeah, that's like 1/3% of your blood is pure alcohol. That is insane.
So apparently he was harassing people because the argument's going to be like, well, I didn't know he was going to harass people. It really shouldn't matter. You shouldn't allow and encourage somebody to be.
So what he was doing was he was taking off his hat and he was humping it near people. And then he had a billboard of himself and he was humping it near people, which obviously didn't make anybody feel comfortable at all.
I thought that he actually was humping people. Like, Ludwig said that he was straight up humping people.
Now, I don't know if that would fly in any courtroom, but it was definitely fucking weird as shit. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it was
If he was actually humping people, definitely.
weird as fuck to watch. It's fucking lame-ass frat boy behavior. But if you invite an alcoholic to your party and you get him blackout drunk and then you just say, well, whatever you do is your own fault, what are we doing here?
A 0.25%
Making money, that's what he's doing.
alcohol blood level drunk. That's insane. You should expect something irresponsible. What if instead of sexual harassment, he like ended up like hurting himself because
Yep.
he's so
Or somebody else get into a fight, throwing shit, you know? I've seen people like completely black out and go insane on alcohol. Start like throwing shit, fighting people. I watched a guy look in the mirror and then tackle the mirror because he thought it was somebody else. Because he was jealous that that guy was trying to fuck a girl that he liked. Insane. Insane. Like, come on, man.
drunk. It's your event. What?
Yep. Right. So Ludwig is so happy that Mango didn't do any damage to himself. And this is the way he skirted all accountability. Because once again, guys, if Mango had killed himself on that party, gotten drunk and fallen off a fucking ledge, Ludwig's career is over. Right? But because he didn't do that, and because he was humping a pillow and humping a mannequin or humping a cardboard cutout of himself near women, now Ludwig's trying to act like the grand arbiter, the biggest virtue signaler on the platform, and say, oh man, I can't believe he did this to no fault of my own. What do you think an alcoholic's going to do when you give them 4 times over the legal limit of alcohol? They're probably not going to do smart things.
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good.
Dude, how many people have warned him at this event while all this was going on that this was bad? Dude said it's dangerous, and Ludwig's just like, yeah, money.
He's laughing and he's smiling and he's clapping, while now 2 of his other friends have warned him, why are we celebrating this? Why are we doing this?
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers.
Oh my god, dude, he's actually trying to kill him.
And then he says again,
dude, this is fucking insane. Like, Ludwig is an evil piece of shit. Are you kidding me? And I had people defending this guy when I was talking about him in the last video. Like, what in the fuck, man, dude? I'm in backwards world. All these people are fucking evil. All of his fans are evil. All of the people who defend him are evil. They can all go fuck themselves.
0.32 is not enough. I want to show you guys some real shit here. 0.08 is considered legally intoxicated. So we are 4 times over.
If anybody leaves hate on this video defending Ludwig, I'm just going to call you an evil piece of shit down there in the comments outright. I bet they're not even going to watch this video. I bet they'll see the video, click on it, and be like, nope, Ludwig's awesome. Oh, look how many views you got. You got less than 100. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Over that. Guys. A blood alcohol level of 0.30, to which he's 0.02% above already, is considered life-threatening and requires immediate medical attention. 0.40 are potentially fatal and require emergency treatment. And Ludwig at a 0.32 is saying, yeah, guys, let's up those numbers.
And it will actually give him brain damage. Happened to my stepdad. He drank himself into brain damage. Now he's in a wheelchair and can't fucking talk. And it's the saddest shit in the world. Like, I actually have alcoholic people who were close to me. And this shit pisses me off, man. Like, I usually don't get mad whenever I don't think I've actually gotten mad when I'm reacting to videos. I'm actually pissed off about this.
And he skirted all accountability. A blood alcohol concentration of 0.15% or higher, generally considered to be threshold for blackouts.
I was drunk as fuck when I got arrested one time and I blew a 0.14. I was like, I could barely walk, man. And this guy's double that. Over double that.
So he is double this. In case you don't know what blackout drunk is, it's essentially you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Your body's moving on its own. It removes your pretty much common sense, and your body does whatever the fuck it wants to do, and you won't remember any of it. That happens at 0.15, guys. He's at
No, it doesn't, actually. If you are an alcoholic, it happens way sooner. Because your brain shuts off because it knows that you're going to keep poisoning it unless it shuts off. But if you're at a party full of people who are enabling you to drink more and more and more, then you're not going to be able to stop yourself.
0.32. Let's keep going here.
Taking advantage of somebody with substance problems for entertainment purposes, and then when it goes wrong, you just blame them. He harasses these women all night, and they don't do. Why doesn't Ludwig stop this?
That's like going out, finding a heroin addict, and making a video about how much heroin you gave him, and then calling him the idiot.
Sooner. This is insane to me.
This wasn't like a one-time thing. He was humping his mannequin and humping his hat near women, which I will also be real. To all the women who just didn't just say, hey, bro, you're on stream. This is cringe as fuck. Ludwig, do something. I don't know why we didn't do that.
Because they're all evil pieces of shit and they don't want to get themselves alienated from Ludwig's crew. Because he's part of the inner circle at Twitch. It's all money. It's all money, clout, and views, man. Fucking evil people. 2 people here apparently are slightly less evil than everybody there. But they still didn't do anything to stop it. I fucking would have. I would have been fucking furious. Party would have been over. I would have been the one throwing shit, breaking shit, putting the party to a stop. And I probably wouldn't have even been drunk because I don't drink.
I don't know why we did it. Ludwig, why are you not taking care of
And there's a reason I don't drink. Because I've seen too many people lose their fucking life and put themselves in wheelchairs.
your guest? This is happening live on stream. There's no way you didn't know. There's no way you didn't know. Secondly, why are we doing streamer events where we're promoting alcoholism this fucking heavy? What are we doing here? Like, it's so fucking gay that we're really that desperate for content.
Yeah, and they're all like in their own little bubble. They don't give a shit. They give no shits. It's all about making more money.
That we think that giving alcohol to an alcoholic is good content. Let's keep going here.
Feel really bad about that, and you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mobile Moves events. You know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good time, and if somebody appearing.
How about this? How about you make an event where people don't drink and you make it a point for him to not be drunk, and then how about you do like a month-long event where you're like, Mango's not allowed to drink. How about that? Instead of actually ruin the dude's life and blaming it all on him. This is your fucking fault, Ludwig. I don't know how these fucking insane evil monsters don't get canceled left and right. The Hassan circle, the Ludwig circle, it blows my mind.
Jeopardizes somebody else having a good time. That just can't be a thing.
Okay.
He blames everything on Mango. Absolute spineless rat bastard. And now we know why he's another Hassan minion. Well, he will do everything for Hassan because he is spineless. He will skirt all accountability. Nowhere does he say, yeah, guys.
Yeah, and it's all gonna lead to self-destruction.
Maybe I shouldn't have cheered and celebrated and given an alcoholic 4 times life-threatening amounts of alcohol to this guy and take no accountability. Took none. Took fucking none. Zero accountability.
I mean, like, what do I do with this? Thank God you brought a guy over, encouraged him to drink insanely, and then didn't do anything in the moment about him harassing streamers, but then came on, and after there was
and canceled his entire fucking career after you put him in that situation.
Backlash saying, oh, he's not invited anymore. Like, you're a loser. He invites a guy to his streamer event, gets him really drunk, encourages him to drink, and then doesn't do anything about it until there's backlash.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, if there wouldn't have been any backlash, if people wouldn't have called him out for it, then, like, he wouldn't have cared. And this guy's life probably would have just been completely ruined in silence, and nobody would have known about it.
I think that is absolute fucking bullshit. I think Ludwig is a
That is evil, monstrous behavior.
fucking liar. I think
True.
he's a fucking snake. And I
True.
think he would throw anybody under the bus
True.
to avoid a hate threat of his own.
Yep. All of these people. Every single one of them.
Mango obviously fucked up. Obviously, he has his own demons. And to be honest, I hope to God he gets the help that he needs. And honestly, I think it is.
Yeah, he's got demons, but Ludwig summoned them. Brought them to the forefront of the guy's mind. And fed them. He fed the demons. And then blamed Mango. Blamed Mango for having the demons in the first place. And that's fucking bullshit.
It is a good idea for him not to go to streamer events. And also, I'll be real, Mango. Streamer events are gay as fuck. Okay? Break out of the fucking matrix. It's a joke. A bunch of these people, they're not going to talk to you a year after you fucking get out of the scene anyways. None of these people actually give a fuck about you. They're talking to you out of proximity. They don't, once you leave, nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. Streamers are fake as fuck. And Jesus Christ. LA streamers are even worse. Austin streamers are bad. Don't get me wrong. LA streamers, they're even worse. I can't imagine any dumb motherfucker who would leave Austin thinking that LA is going to be better. Anybody with 5 IQ would know that shit. Major misplay. And today was another example of LA streamers being fake as fuck. And Ludwig, once again, because I don't know why people are so surprised and why nobody holds them accountable for anything. But I'm sorry, and I'm going to say this again. Ludwig, you are just as at fault for what happened on that.
Which is an evil fucking platform, man. It's full of evil people. If you're still on Twitch, as, like, you need to get the fuck off of there. Like, all these people like Tectone, Asmongold, everybody, they just need to get the fuck off the platform. I'm tired of playing these fucking games.
That day, when you invite your friend, a known alcoholic, to your party where you will know that his weaknesses, that
All these giant streamers staying on Twitch, you're actually making Twitch money and you need to get off. You need to get off that platform.
his vices will be there, and you don't get him kind of drunk. You get him 4 times past the legal limit, double blackout drunk, near fatal levels of intoxication. You point the camera at him. You say, good job, do more.
But to be fair, they probably don't even have to leave because Twitch is so fucking stupid and so evil that they're actually gonna ban these people like Tectone. Tectone is currently banned from Twitch, so he's not on Twitch right now. But eventually, all these people are gonna get permabanned. Like Asmongold, Tectone, everybody.
And then
I don't think Nux is on Twitch. I think he decided to get off Twitch. He had principles that he lives by. Also, I think he has an exclusive deal with Kick, but I don't think that he would go back to Twitch when that Kick deal runs out.
you don't make sure he's okay at all. The guy could have died, guys.
That's actually preferable for them. They probably would have preferred for him to have died because that would have brought so much attention to them.
And I think it's a joke that we're not making the proper people be accountable here.
True.
Is what it is. It's a joke that more people aren't talking about this shit. Fuck that noise, man. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Garbage.
Yep, Nuxanor and Asmongold need to talk about this. Charlie needs to talk about this. Everybody that I react to, more Pegasus needs to talk about this. He'll probably talk about it. Nux will probably talk about it. Asmongold will probably talk about it. Everybody needs to. This is fucking gross, evil bullshit. I'm done with it. Done playing games.